Good evening, and welcome to Election Night in America 2024. In this historic election, President Joe Biden is facing off against Republican Christie, the former governor of the great state of New Jersey. It is now 7 p.m., and we have poll closings in the states of Vermont, Virginia, Indiana, Kentucky, South Carolina, and Georgia. In the state of Vermont, with 1% of the vote in, Joe Biden is the projected winner with 63.3%. In the state of Indiana, with 3% in, Christie is the projected winner with 56.2%. In Kentucky, Christie is the projected winner with 65.8%. And in South Carolina, he's also the projected winner with 59.5%. But in Virginia, with 3% in, it is too early to call. Joe Biden does have a heavy lead. And also in Georgia, a very critical swing state, Joe Biden is not winning the state, Christie is carrying the state so far with 70.1%. And the electoral map's on your screen now. Red means states that have gone to Christie. Blue means states that have gone to Joe Biden. Yellow are states that are too close or too early to call. And then gray states, their polls have not closed yet. So as of right now, Christie is leading with 28 electoral votes to Joe Biden's 3, and 29 are too close to call. Or too early to call, sorry. It is now 7:30 p.m., and we have poll closings in the states of Ohio, West Virginia, and North Carolina. In the state of West Virginia, Christie is the projected winner with 73.7%. And in Ohio, with 2% in, it is too early to call. It's a very close race here in Ohio. And in North Carolina, with 4% in, there's no clear victory yet. It is too early to call. Biden has a heavy lead. Now, the new electoral map is on your screen now. It says a war in Trump. But Christie has 32 electoral votes, and Joe Biden has 3, and 62 are too close to call. And now it is now 8 p.m., and we have a bunch of poll closings here in Maine, New Hampshire, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware, D.C., Illinois, Missouri, Oklahoma, Alabama, Mississippi, and Florida. Very critical poll closing. Coming out of Maine's first district with one electoral vote here, 2% of the vote is in, and Joe Biden is the projected winner with 60.4%. And the Maine at-large vote with 4% in, Joe Biden is the projected winner here also. And in New Hampshire, with 3% of the vote in, it is too early to call currently. Christie has a lead of 10 percentage points. And in Connecticut, with 7% in, Joe Biden is the projected winner with 58.3%. And in Massachusetts, with 3% in, Joe Biden will win here. Along with Rhode Island, with 2% in. In New Jersey, this is Christie's home state, but it will not be too close call. As of right now, we can project that the state of New Jersey will go to Joe Biden with 55.7% of the vote going to him. And in Pennsylvania, with 4% of the vote in, it is too early to call. A very close race here. And in Maryland, with 2% in, Joe Biden is the projected winner. And in Delaware, the president's home state, he will win here. In Washington, D.C., the 3 most liberal electoral votes, Joe Biden is the projected winner with 90%. And in Illinois, with 16% of precincts reported, Joe Biden will win. And in Missouri, Christie is the projected winner with 59.5%, along with Oklahoma with 2% in. And in Tennessee, with another 2% in. And in Alabama, with 6% in. In Mississippi, with 8% in. But in Florida, with 9% in, it is too early to call. Christie does have a heavy lead. And the new electoral map is on your screen now. Joe Biden has taken the lead with 77 electoral votes to Christie 75, and 116 are too close to call. And we have a key race alert coming out of the state of Virginia. The state of Virginia, with 95% in, will go to Joe Biden. He will win 53.2% here. And now it is 8:30 p.m., and we have a poll closing coming out of the state of Arkansas. And in Arkansas, with 2% in, it will go to Christie. He wins 63.5% here. And it is now 7:58 p.m., and we have a key race alert coming out of the state of Ohio. The state of Ohio, this is a major call, and it is a major swing state. The state of Ohio will go to former Governor Christie. 96% of precincts are reporting. With 96% of precincts reporting, Christie will carry the state with 51.7% to Joe Biden's 48.3%. It is a very close race here Chris Christie has pulled out a win. In the new electoral map is on your screen now, Joe Biden still has the lead with 90 electoral votes to Chris Christie 78. 86 are too close call. And it is now 9 p.m. and we have many more poll closings in New York, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, North and South Dakota, Wyoming, Nebraska, Kansas, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, Texas, and Louisiana. Coming out of New York with 15% in, Joe Biden is the projected winner. But Michigan, with 70% in, is too early to call. A very critical swing state here. Not much to say about this. And in Wisconsin, another swing state with 5% in, Biden has an early lead. And in Minnesota, with 28% in, Joe Biden is the projected winner here. But in North Dakota, Chris Christie will win in this heavily Republican state, along with South Dakota and Wyoming, and Nebraska's 3rd district, and Nebraska's 1st district, and Nebraska at large. But Nebraska's 2nd district, with 23% of precincts reporting, is too early to call. Joe Biden does have a heavy lead. This is very much a swing state, or a swing district, really, and it only has one electoral vote, but in a close election, one electoral vote could really mean losing or winning. And in Kansas, Chris Christie will win their 6 electoral votes with 6% in. And in Colorado, with 19% of the vote in, Joe Biden is the projected winner. And in New Mexico, with 14% in, Joe Biden will win here with 58.7%. And in Arizona, with 12% in, it is too close to call here. It is split 50-50. What a close race here we have. And really, this is very much a toss-up state. And in Texas, with 14% in, it is also a too close call. Joe Biden does have a narrow lead. And in Louisiana, Chris Christie is the projected winner. And we have a key race alert. It is now 7:58 p.m. And we have a key race alert coming out of the state of Florida. And in Florida, with 98% of votes in, Chris Christie will carry the state with 50.8% of the vote. And now the new electoral map is on your screen now. Chris Christie has taken the lead with Florida with 155 electoral votes to Joe Biden's 143. 133 votes are currently too close to call. And now it is now 10 p.m. and we have poll closings coming out of Utah, Iowa, Nevada, and Montana. In Utah, with 2% in, Chris Christie is the projected winner here. And in Montana, same thing. And in Iowa, with 10% in, it is too close to call. Chris Christie has a narrow lead. And in Nevada, with 6% in, it is too close to call. Joe Biden does have a lead here. And now the new electoral map is on your screen now. Chris Christie has 165 electoral votes to Joe Biden's 143. 145 are too close call. And now it is 11 p.m. and we have poll closings in Idaho, Washington, Oregon, California, and Hawaii. In the state of Idaho, with 7% in, Chris Christie will win. And in California, with 3% in, the state's 55 electoral votes will go to Joe Biden. He wins 65.4% here. And in Oregon, with 2% in, Joe Biden will carry the state. And in Washington, with 2% in, Joe Biden will win here. And Hawaii. And now, Biden has a strong lead of 221 to Chris Christie's 169. And we have a key race alert in Maine's 2nd district and the state of New Hampshire. In New Hampshire, with 100% of the vote in, we can now call the state for Joe Biden. But in Maine's 2nd district, with 99% in, we can now call the state for Chris Christie. He wins only 50.7% of the vote here. And now Biden has 225 to Christie's 170. And it is now 1 a.m. and we have poll closing in Alaska. In Alaska, with 10% in, Chris Christie is the projected winner. And we have two key race alerts coming out of Texas and Iowa. In Texas, with 98% in, we can now call the state for Chris Christie. He will win 52.2% of the vote here. And in Iowa, with 91% in, Chris Christie is the projected winner here also. Very good alerts for Chris Christie. He wins 51.5% of the vote here. And now, Joe Biden has 225 electoral votes to Chris Christie's 219 and 94 too close to call. This is a very close race, and both Biden and Christie have a shot at the presidency. And it is now 2:38 a.m., and we have key race alerts coming out of the states of Nevada and Arizona. In Nevada, with 97% in, Joe Biden is the projected winner with 51.3%. But in Arizona, with 98% in, Christie is the projected winner with 49.1%. Sorry, that was supposed to be 50.9%. Sorry, I mixed it up. So now Christie has 232. He has taken the lead to Joe Biden's 229. He's up by 3. 77 are too close call. And it is now 2:38 a.m. and we have key race loads coming out of Georgia and Nebraska's 2nd District. In the state of Georgia, with 96% in, Christie is the projected winner. He wins by 0.2% here. And in Nebraska's 2nd District, with 99% in, Christie is also the projected winner with 50.2%. And now, Christie has 249 electoral votes to Joe Biden's 229. He's up by 20 electoral votes. However, 60 are still too close to call. And we have key race loads coming out of North Carolina and Michigan. In North Carolina, with 98% in, Christie is the projected winner with 50.3%. And in Michigan, with 99% in, Joe Biden will carry the state with 50.2%. And now, Christie has 265 to Joe Biden's 244. 29 are too close call. It all comes down to Wisconsin and Pennsylvania. Christie needs 5 more votes for the presidency, and Joe Biden needs 16. We have key race loads coming out of Wisconsin and Pennsylvania. It is now 3:50 a.m. In the state of Pennsylvania, with 99% in, Joe Biden is the projected winner here. This is a major call, and it gives Biden a shot. He has 50.7% of the vote here to Christie's 49.3%, 19 electoral votes. So that means the election all comes down to Wisconsin. Whoever wins Wisconsin wins the presidency. And we have a major call. The state of Wisconsin, with 99% of precincts reporting, Christie is the projected winner here with 50.1%. He will carry the state of Wisconsin, and he will therefore win the presidency of the United States. The final vote is 50.1% for Christie to 49.9%. He wins by 0.2%. An amazingly close race here. And Christie, therefore, has been elected the President of the United States with 99% of all votes in. Christie has been elected president, and the popular vote, he just wins the popular vote narrowly. He wins 50.1% of the popular vote to Joe Biden's 49.9%. So this is the final electoral map of the night. Is 3:50 a.m. and Christie has won the presidency. He has won with 275 electoral votes to Joe Biden's 263. It's only 5 more than he needs. 0 too close call. What an amazing election. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.